Hi everyone, Mike here. This video starts with Momma Beaver swimming out of the culvert that's across the sidewalk from her main pond, and she heads to the back where she shuffles out of the pond and into the woods. Once she's in the woods, there's a few different ways she might come out, but a few minutes later I found her coming up the hill on the south side of what we call the Diefenbaker building in Saskatoon, and she was heading my way. Early morning, the shadows are long. You'll see in a second here that she kind of looks at me without breaking stride too much and flashes her oranges and walks right through my shadow on her way to wherever it is she's going. As she got near the sidewalk, she stopped for a quick look around and probably a sniff because there was a jogger not too far away that she probably heard. And she's heading up across the sidewalk and into a little bluff of trees and bushes. She tricked me. I had set up my tripod by the first little bluff when I realized she was crossing the next road. At this point I was on the wrong side because the sun was behind her, so I wanted to be where the sun was behind me. So while she was in the bush, I moved my tripod to the other side and waited for her to come out, and a few minutes later she obliged by coming out with a long branch that she had pulled out of there. I guess she wasn't satisfied with that because she turned around and went back in for more. Not too long later, she emerged with another long branch. This one was quite long. So she stopped and gathered up the one that she had left behind, got them comfortably in her mouth, and off she went. At this point, I would guess she's about 120 meters from the pond. I'll give a panorama here in a second so you can see where she is, but she's across the road from the Diefenbaker Center. When I look back, you'll see the university and hospital buildings here, and her pond is down behind those that long stretch of trees. She has several trails in and out of those trees. So I rushed ahead to try to get some footage of her as she returned through the pond to the pond. Of course, the sun's on the wrong side of me at this point, so it's not the best lighting for this little clip. But I did want to show you dragging her long stick. And then now she turns down a path. This is a very well-used path that where she ducks under. You'll see a tree that's laying down right at the entrance. She has to duck to get under that. But the beavers use this path very regularly. That way they can spend the last 30 meters of their trip in the trees where they're safe from predators. At that point, I really had to hustle to get down by the culvert pond because that's where she'll return to her home. So I wanted to get there to video her, and here she comes. Got there just in time. She comes around the corner pulling this very long stick. Sometimes she takes it into the main pond. Often she just stops and eats in the culvert pond. So at this point I wasn't sure what she was going to do. She ended up stopping to eat in the culvert pond with her bum facing me. So to end this video, I went back to the sidewalk that's between the culvert pond and her main pond and just filmed a few seconds of her eating the fruits of her trip. Hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed taking it. Have a great day. Come back for more beaver videos. Cheers.